Hi, I'm Jisoo, and as a software engineer on the developer success team, I recently had the opportunity to visit one of your studios. It was awesome to see your day-to-day development process and what you're building, despite the challenges of having to keep up with the latest hardware and SDKs, and even building for multiple platforms at the same time. And so you shared your pain points with all of the tools that you have to use, some tools that you built from scratch, and even the manual processes, which all take away from your core development time. This really inspired us to take a closer look at some of our most popular tools that you're using and to make them better. And so today, I'm excited to walk you through some of our most popular tools, like the MetaQuest Developer Hub and the MetaXR Simulator, share some updates that we've made to them, and also introduce some new and upcoming features that we believe will help you build and launch the highest quality version of your app. I'll start by giving a walkthrough of the MetaQuest Developer Hub, or MQDH, which is a desktop companion application to the MetaQuest and a centralized place for your development. In the Device Manager, you'll see a UI for easily managing your devices and your device settings, as well as a UI for some common ADB commands, like disabling the Guardian and the proximity sensor. There are also media capture tools like screenshotting, video recording, and casting to help you easily share your in-app experience. And as a software engineer who frequently uses media capture tools, I know how useful they are. So that's why I'm super excited to share that the team has been making huge improvements in this area. This next video I'm about to play was captured using our new wired casting experience that you'll soon be able to use later this year, which streams over USB in widescreen cinematic 4K. It captures an additional 30 degrees horizontally without cropping, so that you can share and stream exactly what you're seeing in your headset. And by the way, some of the videos captured in this presentation, like this one, were captured using this new feature. So I'm super excited for you to be able to use it on your own apps. You can also enable the OVR metrics tool to easily select metrics that you want overlaid in your headset to track real-time performance stats, like app GPU time and CPU and GPU usage. And for even more real-time tools, you can go to the Performance Analyzer to set flags on metric thresholds to easily spot issues and bottlenecks. In the App Distribution tab, you can upload your builds to your release channels to distribute them to your users. And another feature that may not be as visible is our drag and drop feature. So you can drag and drop an APK anywhere and choose to either upload it or install it directly onto your headset. And in the Downloads tab, you'll find additional tools, SDKs, and my favorite, code samples, which we're constantly updating so that you know how to build using our latest new features. And some of these code sample showcase apps we'll demo in this presentation. OK, now I'd like to introduce some new and upcoming release channels and playtesting features. Building a high-quality app is hard, and it's time-consuming. So we know how important it is for you to get early feedback on your apps. You'll soon be able to use release channel URLs, which were designed to make it frictionless for you to easily share and distribute your early builds. From your developer dashboard, you can create new or edit your existing release channels to enable URL invites. And then share this link however you wish, whether it be sharing it internally through work or externally through Discord. And then when users and potential beta testers land on this page, they'll see your app information, as well as the ability to join or request to join your channel. Once you approve these requests, these users will be able to see your early build in their app library, where they can install and start playtesting. Now that these users have access to your early build, it used to be up to you to decide how you wanted to collect and manage playtesting feedback. You shared your struggles in this area, sometimes distributing your early builds through Discord and collecting feedback manually, not knowing if feedback is even relevant because maybe your testers were testing the wrong app version, or maybe their headset just needs to install the latest firmware update. I'm excited to share that you'll soon be able to use a new in-app playtesting feature later this year. Your app's testers will soon be able to submit feedback directly in the headset, which is less disruptive to their headset experience because they don't need to take off their headset to write down feedback and then put it back on to jump back into the app. But it also provides you with more high-quality contextual feedback. Let's go back and demo the video. While playing your early build, your testers can trigger the pause menu, which will bring up a new in-app feedback form. Here, they can add their feedback with the option of using speech to text, and also attach media from their playtesting session, like a screenshot or a screen recording. And once they submit this, you'll be able to see it in your developer dashboard. Now you can easily address only the feedback that's important to you by easily filtering on things like device type and app version. And you'll see more contextual information with the media that they attach, as well as the specifics of the headset that they're using. So no more having to manually collect this information or have to guess at what part of the app that the feedback is referring to. Now, I'd like to highlight some recent improvements that we've made to address some of your most common developer pain points around managing your live builds. We've made improvements to scheduled releases, which used to be a cumbersome process that can now be scheduled in one click. And we all know that app updates can take a long time, especially for large multiplayer apps. So we've added the option of securely pre-downloading the build onto your users' headsets before your scheduled launch day. So when your app launches, your users will be able to completely skip the download phase. No matter how much your build has been tested, it's still hard to predict whether your users are going to experience issues on your launch day. So if there is a problem, rather than having to immediately fix code, upload a new build, QA it, and then push it out to fix your users, you can simply use the app rollback feature to instantly revert the problem build by selecting any of the builds that you had uploaded previously. I know this was a huge developer pain point, so I hope that this app rollback feature provides you the flexibility and peace of mind that you need on your launch day. Although this is only the tip of the iceberg of all of the improvements that we've been making, we hear you, and we want you to keep providing feedback on these tools so we can help you focus on the things that matter most, like your core app. Now, I'd like to hand it off to my colleague, Xiang Wei, tech lead on the developer technology team, to dive into some tools you can use in your core app development.
Hi, everyone. Before joining Meta, I spent almost 20 years building games for many different platforms. With all my experience, I can tell you, building XR apps is not easy. Switching between your headset and the computer is cumbersome. You'll often find yourself debugging system issues instead of app issues. Waiting several minutes before checking a simple logic change on headset is not fun too. That's why we created Meta XR Simulator. There are many ways to simulate a XR headset, and we choose the hard way for good reasons. Meta XR Simulator is a fully featured OpenXR runtime that runs on your computer. You can run any OpenXR apps on top of that, including game engines. It simulates our Meta Quest and Rift headsets with a lot of awesome features to help your development. Here is the debug window of Meta XR Sim. It helps you to set up the simulation and visualize what your application does from the angle of OpenXR runtime. You can choose the device that you want to simulate. Switch between left, right, or both eyes. Find all the details about the composition layers that your app submitted. Check the current status of your headset and the controllers. Find the key bindings so you don't need to remember them. And finally, record your inputs and replay them to speed up testing. Although debug window is valuable to your day-to-day development, it's not an essential part of the simulator. The simulator can also work under batch mode and supports your OpenXR application silently if you want to set up your own automated testing. MetaXR Sim allows you to easily control your XR application through keyboard and mouse, or an optional Xbox game controller. Let's take a look at this short demo. You can simulate your headset motion and control input with your keyboard and mouse, which you have every day. Or you can do that with an Xbox game controller. As you can see, it allows you to easily iterate your app's interaction without picking up the touch controller every time. Meta Quest 3 provides an extraordinary mixed reality experience. But how would you build and test apps efficiently? Our mixed reality simulation can help. Powered by our synthetic environment server, MetaXR Sim can allow you to easily test your app and a simulated environment. All major mixed reality features, including pass-through, anchor, and Scene APIs, are simulated. The room you are seeing right now is a simulation of the pass-through. The scening of that is generated by the mixed reality game. All game objects are interacting with the environment as if you are testing the app on your headset. Mixed reality is new and exciting. It will be easy for you to explore new opportunities with MetaXR Sim. In my entire game development career, multi-client testing was the hardest part. The situation is no better in XR. No one can test their app running on two headsets at the same time. With the simulator, you can run multiple apps on your computer. Each of them has their own OpenXR runtime. All the MetaXR instances can share the same synthetic environment, which makes it super easy for you to check how your application does under a multiplayer setting. Here is another demo I want to share with you. Here we have a game room at one of our Meta offices captured using Nerve technology. After importing it to MetaXR Sim, you have a beautiful and photorealistic environment for your mixed reality app. Now you may ask, can I create my own synthetic environment? The answer is soon. We are planning to provide the tools for you to bring your own room to mixed reality. MetaXR Simulator is available today and supports both Unity and Unreal. If you are, thanks. If you are using another game engine, or are one of those hardcore engineers who write native OpenXR apps, MetaXR Sim is also for you. We hope every one of you can use MetaXR Simulator in your development. Simulation is awesome, but you still need to optimize your app on a physical headset. We offer a comprehensive set of tools to help you do that. Here are a few tools that you will find handy. OVR Metrics tool provides a real-time on-screen graph overlay to show the performance data. OVR GPU Profiler can give you a lot of details about how your Quest GPU performs. Performance Analyzer is the one-stop solution you can find inside MQDH. MetaQuest scriptable testing allows you to set up your own automation workflow very easily. On top of them, we also help you to get the full support of some awesome third-party profiling tools, including RenderDoc, Perfecto, and SimplePerf. We optimize them for MetaQuest platform to make sure they will work greatly for you. Besides all the great development tools, you could also enjoy our showcases, where you can find inspiration about how to use our cool new features to make your app even better. Here are the 3 showcases that we released early this year. They are all open sourced on GitHub and playable on AppLab. You should check them out to grab some of the best practices or even content that you want to use inside your app. We are going to release a new showcase in the next few weeks. It takes mixed reality even further and makes your home an escape room. It's very cool, right? You can find many other showcases in MQDH, GitHub, and AppLab. Check them out today and start building your next killer app. We succeed when you succeed, and we want to set you up for success. That's why it was so critical for us to understand your pain points and build tools and workflows that would actually make your life easier. We are confident that all the tools which Jisoo and I presented today will provide a huge help to your success. Continue to tell us what you need so we can help you develop the best apps ever. Thank you very much.